Bloxburg have just released a statement addressing the game's future and confirming that they are removing fating, removing towing, increasing the earnings back, and even adding a public neighborhood feature that they are adding in the next update, which was also confirmed to be this week. There's a lot to take in today, and Detective Glossie is on the case. Hey glossettes, welcome back. How are you guys doing today? Tell me down below as usual. So we have some pretty big Bloxburg news and we are going to dive straight into this today because Bloxburg, specifically Froggy Hops, have just released a statement about everything regarding the game and we are going to read through this. First of all, the statement has been posted in the Discord server right here, the official Bloxburg one, as well as on Twitter. So we have this letter here as well. So we're going to read through this one. So it first of all says, "Hey Bloxburgers, I just want to take a moment to personally address some of the feedback we've been receiving." So as you can tell, this is a lot more personal and it is from Froggy Hops himself directly. "We've made some decisions that clearly haven't lived up to your expectations and instead have created concern about the direction the game is going. I'm deeply sorry that we've damaged the trust of our community through these actions. Whether it's changes like fainting, the job earnings, or the lack of clarity on our development decisions and processes, we hear you and understand your frustrations. Bloxburg is more than just a game, it's a community, and your passion and love for it is something we deeply value. We are actively making changes to refocus on our game's direction, revisiting our team structure to better deliver on your expectations, and are re-evaluating how we can better include you, our community, in our development." So far, this is a great statement. You can tell it's a lot more from the heart than the last one. I know they released one a while ago about some of the updates like the fainting and the job earnings going down, and a lot of people really didn't like how it was worded, but this one feels a lot more kind of personal, and I think they've worded everything really well so far. Next it says, "What we're doing to fix things in this week's update thanks to your feedback." Let me just butt in for a second again. We have just now got confirmation that there is an update coming this week, and I'm thinking probably Thursday as usual, but it is now confirmed that we are getting an update this week as well, which is crazy. Reading on, it says, "Oh my goodness, we are increasing the job earnings across the board to make sure that you feel rewarded for the time spent progressing and can spend more time on creating the builds that blow us away. Finally, increasing the job earnings again, that is amazing. The fainting feature and towing fees are being removed. While we want to create an immersive life simulation experience, these clearly didn't add to the fun, and we will focus on finding ways to create immersion without things feeling punishing in the future." So the community's main concerns are now being removed. They're finally fixing these, which I think everyone is going to be ecstatic about. This is such a good statement. This is amazing, honestly. Next, it says a skip all tutorial option is being added, making it easier for both new and returning players to get right into the action of playing if they choose to. So you know the tutorial at the beginning when you start playing, we can now skip it instead of having to play all the way through it, which can take a while. This was definitely a good idea. Then it says, "Our team has worked to fix controller camera movement, allowing our console players to dive back into building. We are also dedicated to overhauling the console experience long term," so they're going to fix that as well, which I know a lot of people had concerns about. "We have worked to improve our language localizations for players around the globe to have accurate translations, allowing them to play in the language they're most comfortable with. And finally, we are adding a public neighborhoods feature plus new items, which we will be sharing more details on very soon." So not only have they fixed literally every single concern that has been brought up over the past few months, they're even adding a public neighborhood feature, which in my opinion is one of the best things they could do, because another major concern in the community is that obviously a lot of the public servers are quiet and dead because everyone's in neighborhoods, but neighborhoods aren't easily accessible for people unless they have social media or they know people with one. So this, in my opinion, is going to fix a lot of the problems of people not being able to find anyone to roleplay or hang out with, because you can now find public neighborhoods. You can now go and look for people and have more easy access to actually finding people in the game that are actually playing. Next it says, "Moving forward, we are committed to improving our communication and being more transparent about our plans. You can expect more frequent updates from our community managers, along with clearer explanations of changes and why we make them. We want to be more proactive in gathering your feedback and ensuring you can see how it directly influences the future of Bloxburg. Bloxburg has always been about creativity and community, and we want to ensure that it continues to be a place where players feel heard, respected, and excited to play." Then we have, "What's next? Your input has been critical in shaping these changes, and we're listening more than ever. Please continue to share your thoughts. We'll be here reading, listening, and improving. Thank you for sticking with us through this journey. We're excited for what lays ahead, and we'll share more soon. We're committed to earning back your trust, and together we can build a better Bloxburg. Sincerely, Froggy Hops, Studio Manager and Game Director, plus the Bloxburg development team." And that is everything for the statement. And oh my gosh, my brain is just, that was so much to take in, but I think they have covered covered everything so well and they've addressed everything so well. They've worded it really nicely, and most importantly, they're fixing everything that players have been most concerned about. They're reverting the pay, they're removing fainting and towing, they're adding public neighborhoods, they're fixing console, and I think this is definitely going to be the start of Bloxburg being on the rise again. And this is definitely a really positive step. In fact, it's a huge step. We have not seen anything like this in a while, and oh my god, I'm really happy. This is so good, okay? In my opinion, I think this is the best way they could have handled it. Yes, it was kind of a bit delayed because it's been a few months since everything, but better late than never. I think this is a really good step, and I'm just really excited about the future of Bloxburg. I think this week's update is going to be incredible because not only are we getting everything reverted that we didn't like, but we're also getting, you know, brand new content. The public neighborhood feature is going to be super cool to look at. But that is all for the statement, and speaking of the next update this week, we're going to quickly go on and talk about that because we've already had a leak for the update. I think it's for that update anyways, so we are just going to have a little bit of a talk about what this update could be. First of all, this will be update 0.13.0, which is my lucky number, and the one leak we've had so far, which was a couple weeks ago I believe, was actually this model here, and this is of a chair, but it actually looks like a kind of theater chair that you would have at like a movie theater or something, which leads a lot of people to believe that this could be some sort of theater themed update or like a cinema, which is kind of like our only idea from this chair because this is the only leak we've had. And honestly, I'm just gonna lean into that. I think it's gonna be somewhat theater related because it seems like some sort of chair that you would see in kind of like an event type building. Honestly, there's not much more to say about it. They didn't actually give us any more clues in the statement about the actual kind of items and content in the update. So along with everything else they did say in the statement that's going to be changed or fixed, as well as the neighborhood thing being added, I think we could see some sort of kind of theater style update being added, which will be so exciting, especially because a lot of people make theaters. There is so many kind of Bloxburg theater companies where they actually put on performances you can go and watch, and it would be amazing to kind of have more things for them. But that's pretty much all the info we have on the update so far, and in terms of the release date, obviously they have confirmed it is this week, and today is Tuesday, so that leaves Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and of course we normally get updates on a Thursday, so I think Thursday is probably the best bet. But that is it for today's video. Oh my goodness, this is so much to take in. Please go and send your love to Bloxburg. I think this is an amazing step forward and I'm so excited for the future, and I will be back on Thursday to see what is happening in this new update. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I will see you all later. I love you all so much, glossettes. XOXO, Glossy Girl.